'Tis morning. I just woke up and turned around to see this. This is why I came here today. Mission accomplished. But I'm not getting up yet. Good morning from Pyramid Lake. I think I slept pretty well. It was a beautiful night. Oh my God. I had the tent completely rolled up and I was watching shooting stars as I was going to sleep and woke up to see Pyramid Peak glowing red. It was just amazing. And the whole mountain range over there. It's a little chilly and windy. It was definitely the coldest night that I've had by far. It was down to 43 in the tent. It's really smoky though. It's kind of scary how smoky it is. I looked down to the towards Ropi Lake and Horsetail Falls, and you can see very far that direction. The mountains on the other side of Highway 50 I could just barely see right now, and they're 7 miles away or so. And it's hazy just looking up at Pyramid Peak. Got a good night's sleep, I think. I'm feeling really good. I'm up here at the camp where I had my tent because it was pretty blustery when I first got up, and it was definitely way windier down at the lake. You could see the water was really choppy, and there's a nice little windbreak here. So I just fixed myself a cup of coffee and hiding in the shade here. Which isn't going to last for long. There's not a lot of shade at this lake. After I get my coffee done, I'm going to pack up and go down to the lake and have breakfast and spend the rest of the day there before I pack up and go. I've been very good. I've been working this morning. The tent is packed. Sleeping bag, everything is pretty much taken care of. Just the stuff that I'm using right now. Anyway, great day. Happy days. This is the best trip I've had in the last 2 years, assuming it still goes well today. I've had it all. Well, I'm down at the lake. I just poured hot water into my bag of breakfast, so I'll be eating in a half an hour. And I cannot remember the last time I worked so hard before breakfast. I got my camp all torn down and I moved everything down to the water here and went back up and dug a hole just in case I had an urgent need, but no, okay, I can wait a bit. Got my breakfast steeping, get another cup of coffee going, and then I'll relax for a couple of hours and then get out of here. Man, it sure is nice here, but it is so smoky. Again, I don't want to go back to the valley. I just, this time the cloud of smoke is up here, and it wasn't like that the last couple times I was backpacking. I am in the cloud of smoke now. I hope there's not a fire along Highway 50 or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty grim down there. Well, okay, I'm just going to wait for my breakfast, get some more coffee going, and just enjoy this space here. Yeah. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? It is so perfect. It's an interesting situation here. I'm almost packed. I got my stove out, I got my food out, and a few details. I have to do some rearranging with my clothes, so I'll have to pull my clothes bag out, but I'm pretty much 15 minutes from just throwing everything together, throwing in the bag, and getting out of here when I want to. Of course, I never want to leave here. But I want to be back at Echo Lake by 4 o'clock, so I should leave around noon to make sure that I'm back there on time. It could take a while. It's cross-country stuff. You just never know. I lost him there. He saw a flying insect and he went running after it. He failed. I just like watching blackbirds. They're funny. I got some great video in my Waca Lakes trip last year of blackbird wandering around the vast granite surface around there. Cute little fella. But actually I'm down at the south end of the lake here. Just wanted to see if there's any campsites down here, because I wasn't interested in camping on the south side of the lake. I wanted to be in a place where I had a perfect view of the mountain with the lake in the foreground, and that doesn't happen on the south side of the lake. But I thought just go take a walk, check for future reference, and saw this guy here. And I really wanted to show the smoke in the valley here, but this is just fun. I like following this guy. But anyway, look at the smoke in the valley. Or, look at the smoke, I should say. Can't see the valley from here. When I was at Tyler Lake a couple weeks ago, could see all the way down to the valley. And the smoke was generally nestled in this layer in the valley. But as you can see, it's not nestled in the valley anymore. It's way up over 10,000 feet. Those mountains are close. You should be able to see these clearly. That mountain in the foreground there, I think that's Sierra Tahoe Ski Resort. And it's 6 or 7 miles as the crow flies from here. Jeez. It's gonna be a smoky drive back to the valley. What a cute little bird. Ooh, what kind of worm? Once again, I am just sitting by the lakeside, drinking my second cup of coffee, watching the birds fly around, staring at the peak. It's a gorgeous morning. And it feels weird. It's been a long time since I've backpacked from place to place, but being so prepped and ready to go so early is kind of weird for me. But I am. All I need to do, I've already got my water for the trail. I just gotta go revisit the holes that I dug up there. That's about it. Put the rest of my stuff in my pack and get on out. And there's that cute little blackbird wandering into the water again. One of them wandered into my camp and was just kind of walking around within 5-6 feet of me. They don't usually do that. It's kind of weird. Anyway, it's a great day. God, I love this place. A more perfect campsite would have been nice, but I came here for the view, and I knew that the camping wouldn't be good, and I got what I came for. That shot in the morning, I remember kind of opening my eyes, seeing that it's no longer dark outside. And I thought, oh, I should turn over and see what the mountain looks like. And it was just in flaming red. Just beautiful. Wish I'd gotten up a little earlier. 20 minutes earlier, it would have been a lot better. But I got what I came for. I'm at the base of the most impressive mountain around. And look who's wandering into camp again. Hey, buddy. You want some of my coffee? Where'd he go? Got a little too close to me, I guess. Here's a trick. To hold one of these cameras really steady while you're videoing zoomed, use a tripod. I mean, I got this little 4-inch tripod that I use. I set it up for whenever I have opportunity to use a tripod. But I noticed I just leave it plugged into the camera. Let's take it off here. I just leave it there because it's not very big. And when you hold the camera like this and hold it side with your other hand, you're way more stable. Way, way, way more stable. So here's a hint. Now there are little tree swallows flitting all about, but they are so fast and so small that I just don't stand a chance of capturing one well enough for you to see. There's one in the middle of the screen right now, but so you can't see that. Anyway, bird watchers would want to know. I saw lots of tree swallows flying around last night when I got here, or yesterday afternoon when I got here. And I didn't see them in the morning, but they're coming out now. I heard some voices coming from the general direction of the mountain. I couldn't spot anybody. But I think people climb that mountain every day. Maybe on the big screen I'll be able to see people here. It's a big mountain. It's pretty close, but it's a lot farther than it looks. I mean, there is no up and down in between here and there. It's a straight, continuous, whatever you call it, gain from here all the way to the top. And I've done it, and it's hard. It was hard when I was 17. I don't even want to try it now. Well, I'm about to say goodbye to Pyramid Lake, in this area here. It is way more smoky now than it was earlier. This is driving me crazy. Jack's Peak over there, way over yonder. It's really getting dark. Where is it? Yeah, through those trees there. You should be able to see that clear as day. But it is fuzzy. I am bad at packing up and getting out. I was trying to be efficient and fast, and I mentioned that it was 12:30 and I hadn't realized that I gotta go. It took me 40 minutes from that point to get everything ready. And I already had my tent down in my backpack. I had most of the work done, and it still took me 40 minutes. I'm terrible at this. I don't know what to do about that, because I'm planning to take a trip with Angie and Paul later, and they're going to want to get up in the morning, pack up and go. I'm just not very good at that. Well, here's adorable little Waca Lake. I hear voices not far away. I might be meeting people for the first time in 2 days. And right here is a really nice, really illegal campsite.
with illegal firewood included. Did I say legal? I meant illegal. This is 10 feet from the water. I'm sure there's other sites around. Anyway, Aloha is just over that little rise, so I'm going over there. The route that I followed, the route that I got off the internet, the guy did everything exactly the way I did, except for he went over there, around the mound, and went on the west coast of American Lake, up to the dam. I think that was another voice from Pyramid Peak. And I remember when the last time I was at the dam there, that little stretch above American Lake there looked treacherous, so I'm not going that way. I'll be fine this way. The north side of Waca Lake here. This looks like a nice legal camping area. Good enough. Better than what I had last night. It's very nice here. Oh, check this out. Perfect timing. Hurry up. It's springtime up here. I'd be seeing babies like that in February, March down in Sacramento. Oh, cute. Okay, gotta go to Lake Aloha. I hear voices everywhere. There are people all over the place here. And just a few moments later, I have the first smoky view of Lake Aloha, aka the Muddy Pit. Although it's much better now than usual. Down I go, although I'm going to stay above the shoreline. So I just checked my map, and I realized there is so much of this lake we can't see from here. Way on the left there is more water. You can barely see it. There's a big section of lake beyond the bulk of what you see over there. See, way over yonder, that's Mosquito Pass right there. And below it is a huge section of lake that we can't see here. And falling. And way over yonder, over there, that's the northeast corner of the lake. And I'm pretty sure that the PCT leaves the Lake Aloha area there, going down to Heather Lake, Susie Lake, Gilmore, etc. And yeah, it's so smoky you can almost can't see that ridge over there. In the distance, the smoky distance, that is where the PCT goes. Low down on that ridge, it's beginning to climb up towards Dick's Pass, which is out of sight from here. Alright, so it's looking really nice and easy from here. Just going to go down to the high part of the water and stay high, because this lake just goes all over the place. I don't want to go back and forth and around all the time. And I'm pretty close to the dam, so on my way. That's the eastern, try that again. Southwestern edge of the corner of the lake. And on the far southern point over there, I saw lots and lots of legal camping over there. Didn't see any people, but there's plenty of room at this lake. So I'm trying to stay high above the water here. Doing a good job. I'm headed straight this way. That's the southwestern corner, as I've pointed out a couple of times, and that's the saddle I came over. And I just hit a rise where you can see a lot more of the lake now. This is a big alpine lake. Totally artificial, of course. And to the right, out of sight there, I believe that's where the dam is. I've chosen a perfect route here, just perfect. Went up and over this peninsula here. Otherwise, I'd have to go up, and if I went on the shoreline, I'd be going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Well, I made it all the way to the dam in just over an hour. And there's the first person I've seen in 48 hours, although I haven't talked to him yet. And I'm making my way across now. Here's a frog pond. I remember looking for firewood at Golden Trout Lake, and I was bouncing around looking for firewood, and I jumped down next to a pond, good deal bigger than this. at least twice as big as this. Jumped down right next to the edge, and the whole pond moved. It was like half frog and half water. Anyway, I don't ever remember taking this trail, but I'm way, way above the lake. And I started following this trail south, and it appears to be the actual trail. There used to be a trail going from the corner of the lake to the dam. And this appears to be it. It's unmaintained, but it's very clear. I was worried that it was taking me down to American Lake or something like that. So I cut off to the left to see what was there, and what was there was more Lake Aloha. Okay, here we are. I can see it now. That is the southeast corner of Lake Aloha. Yep. That's why this trail is going so far around. Gotta get around that. Geez, I got a long way to go down here. All right. Let's do it. But I recognize that knob is the knob at the northwest corner of Lake of the Woods. Sorry, I'm teetering here. I better turn off the camera. Pretty little lavenders. Well, past Lake Aloha, and I'm on a stretch of trail I haven't been on in a long, long time. And now there are people everywhere, and that's okay. But I was told there are mosquitoes ahead, so I just loaded up. Okay, onward. Well, I'm almost a half a mile from the end of the lake. There's Pyramid Peak. This should give you a good point of reference. Show you where I'm at. It took me 2 hours to get here, which I consider really good. I should be at the taxi by 4:30, probably at the latest. Just a couple hundred yards later, this is the trail heading over to the Lake of the Woods trail and off to Echo Lakes. Big daddy tree. Nice. Cool shady zone. Damn. That's where I started my loop.
Get from there.
Hey there.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah. What you would do